Good evening, everyone. And you'll probably have a laugh in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Jeesh, what's up with all the redeems? I even have my hair in this little bun behind here because I just couldn't be bothered. 55.5k still. Oh, I've forgotten to turn off that heretical fog. Go away. Thank you. Regular schedule? What is this regular schedule? I will get back to your redeems in a bit, Wally. I'm sure there were skinny little nerd samurais as well. Huh? Surely there were. We need to go to... Let's see here. Iron B? No, is it Iron B? Yes, it is Iron B. Now go away. Save. My sleep schedule is less of a schedule than it is random. Sorry, that spot distracted me. What the heck? Are you going to tentacle with wall tentacle, Peps? Interesting. Please send notes. No, wait, don't. Also, what is a tentacle mural? Sorry, tentacle murai. Tentacle mural is probably quite obvious what that is. I'm sure there were... Yes. Well, I use Firefox, so I don't use incognito mode. I use private mode. And I'm not being tracked. Yeah, right. So anyways, my sleep is absolutely horrible. I basically sleep when I'm tired, which is it's not ideal in terms of appointments and stuff like that, but nah. My body seems to be happy with the fact that I'm sleeping, at least. When I do sleep. Okay, so what I wanted to do now is just go quickly out to the quartz outpost thing. Why is it showing the objective to build a space elevator? Can I get that away? I have to build a space elevator to get rid of that. I want that gone. Not want to go into customizer. You still haven't been able to chop off any of my tentacles. I mean, I don't have that long tentacles that you can chop them off down in Germany. I don't know whose tentacles you have chopped off, but it's definitely not mine. I need a copper wire. Since we were talking about Germany. Really? Do I have room anywhere to build that elevator? Maybe there? Yep. And now it tells me I have to complete phase 4, huh? Oh, jeesh. that take it away? No. This? Aha! These two. There you go, Crosshopper. Or Crosshopper, sorry. So mission success. Now I have way too much copper wire. Good evening, Popcock. I want to pronounce that as Pebcock, but... So under user interface, current game, it's probably just the current game phase actually. Yeah, the milestone is the if you have something active in the hub, I think. No idea. It's been some time since I actually worked with milestones anyways, so... This is that weird song that I'm not decided upon whether or not I like, I think. Where did I put the car? Somewhere over there. Okay. Can I build a car? I have to make some more beacons, but I can. Do I have any fuel for it though? Not unless I can convince it to run on concrete or plastic. I don't think I have anything in this area then. No, I'd have to go all the way out to the... I suppose I can. I do have enough to build a locomotive. Go to Hamburg Bahnhof. Maybe I should save the changes. Also need to connect up those two final belts in the Plubber factory. Interesting. I don't think there's a train in that station. No, there isn't. I need to rebuild most of the station areas because I definitely need more room for trains to have a waiting area. I might also want to redo those things. And I also have some plans for the rails themselves, actually. Instead of having foundations under all of the rails, you could have foundations under the area where there are signals and then maybe use some pillars or something. There is so much to do.
My nondescript facial appendages quiver with anticipation every time I see you.
Welcome, Addicted to Capping, and thank you so much for the raid. Let's see here, where did I put the... No, I put it here, I put it over there. No. Where did I... Here. I don't want that. Let's take that. And I have a whole container full of fabric. Which I'm probably never going to use. I'm doing okay-ish. My sleep is imperially borked, but I mean that's nothing new. Slow down here. Bon appetit, Wally. Then we need to go back to... what is that station name there? Alu casing. It should really not be UL, it should be just U. Since I'm only unloading there. I don't think I'm loading anything over there. I could use pillars, I suppose. Although, at the areas where the signals are not corresponding on the side, that weird looking, I guess. I need to remove the train, or otherwise it's good. Go. And I need to make 10 beacons. What platform has been built? I am unfamiliar with this. Production craft bench. No, it's not a craft bench. It's an equipment. I need 10 more of these. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can just look at the number over there. Go. And I need to build a spur. And with some fuel in there. I did have 1 stack of fuel. Okay. That I figured out, but what exactly are you building with said or building on said platform? I think we have more than enough quartz on this belt. It looks like it is a level 5 belt. Ah, you're building one of those above the trees factories. Those are fun. Did I connect up both of those? I did, but I didn't connect them both up to belts. Oh, I might just stream for 2 hours a day as well. Depends on how I feel. Okay, so these are 2 pure nodes. Getting 240 from each. So if I bonk in this, that's 360. No, this one isn't pure, this is normal. This one is pure. No. This one is normal too. I was certain that these were pure. Did they change these nodes? But it matters. Just clock this up to 600, and I need to modify my spreadsheet. I sure can't, Kashafa. But why not? I suppose. Where do I have... Is this correct? No, this is not correct. I'm not making high-speed connectors and fused modular frames yet. This one could be correct. I'm not sure if this one is correct, though. This one definitely isn't correct. No, this is from the old base, so my spreadsheet is actually not up to date here. Okay, no. I need to copy. If I copy this one, copy, and I put it there. I rename it into R D E ports. I don't think I'm going to bother with updating the entire spreadsheet as of now, but I need to know exactly how much quartz I'm inputting, or rather outputting here. That and that. Then do I have some... Yeah. Well, I could just notate raw quartz 600. What belt speed is this then? It's Mark 3. 600. I'm going to need to upgrade this to Mark 5, which means I'm going to have to go get more alclad. So, Krashafa, why are you looking at the numbers for a 10 PM final parts build? That sounds quite horrible, actually, to build a 10 parts per minute of all of the final parts. You've really not been lucky in regards to the treatment stuff, have you? Predicted. Aha. 10 minute... Geesh, 10 parts per minute on a dedicated server? I feel sorry for the server. Sleep well, Peps. Thank you for lurking. I think what I'm transporting to this train station is casings. Yeah. Right. Okay, I'm going to have to make 5 more beacons. Or I can just jump on that train. Well, that's a good point, but my worry is that currently with the dedicated servers being as experimental as it is, I mean, I'm running a dedicated server in the room next to where I'm sitting now. Has been functioning pretty well, actually. But, I mean, well, you would be stress testing the dedicated server, so you could get feedback to Coffee Stain Studios with that kind of a build. Imagine running Andrew's base on a dedicated server. Coffee Stain should actually do that. They should ask him for his save so they can boot it up in a dedicated server and see how many players they can get on there before it just melts the CPU. That would be amusing. You drunkenly changed your Twitch name the other week. Can I hitch a ride back? Yeah, I can. I do like PopCac though. But that's on account of me being a good old nerd, liking the PebCac. Which is the most usual error whenever someone has something that's wrong with their tech stuff. You are very good low lag recipe choice? Interesting. So what's the recipe for making a cachafa? What do you mean I'm cheeky? I would never be cheeky. As long as it doesn't require aluminium to make crashafas, I'm happy. But the next question is, what assembling machine are you made in? Particle accelerator or a constructor? I would think a particle accelerator, considering the fact that it's probably quite complicated to make a crashafa. There's bees over there. I don't like bees. Does anyone like bees? I miss the efficiency, that was difficult to say, checker mod, because it was very nice to be able to see if I had remembered to upgrade all of the belts on especially a long belt segment like this one. I mean, there's not many here, but let's do the obligatory stuff. That.
I also have show multiplayer statistics on.
Say that again.
I think I was the one that made that clip, actually. Then
Going to
that
break the
one.
vault door with explosive.
I got enough PE4 here to get through anything they throw at us.
PE4? I ain't never heard of that. It's some limey name for C4 that Derek here picked up over there.
I ain't having this argument with you, Patrick. Safe to say, what we're using is controllable enough to go through any vault door without incinerating whatever's inside. Not gonna leave much residue on the notes either, so they should be washable.
Oh, they're going to be washable, all right. Can't wait to see what sort of kick C4 residue's gonna give.
I assume that was GTA 5. This one. Did you know that you have purple foundations, Krashafa? What were you doing there? You seemed somewhat confused. And oh, that's why I have that there. Yeah, I've had some of those myself. Tend to, or rather, since that has happened a couple of times, I have made it a habit to actually look through my clip collection. Because obviously I'm not the only one that uses that feature. Floor is too steep. What? How the heck? There is no floor. What? I have questions. Yes, you can remove clips from your clip collection in the dashboard. These ones are making quartz crystal, and this one is making silica, and I need more silica. Do I need quartz crystal for anything currently? Yeah, I need quartz crystal for science, and that's it, isn't it? Oh, this one needs biomass now. Yeah, so science, and I need the silica for the glass. I don't think I have much room here, to be honest, but that one... Yeah, I don't think that one's going to work unless I clip the belt into that rock. That's okay. Oh, they removed the constant ticking noise. I don't think I'm happy with that. I actually liked that. I think one of these is clocked down. Yes, it is. Mark III belt can carry a 240, can't it? 270. It's a mere pittance.
My nondescript facial appendages quiver with anticipation every time I see you.
Good evening, Remethep, and welcome. I decided that I would just do a late night stream myself. My sleep schedule, as I think I mentioned when I popped on over to you, is imperially borked. How was your... That was something. That's the first time I've ever seen someone play... RimWorld with play RimWorld with a integration where the viewers are actually nice to the streamer. You have a very peculiar audience. Also, let's do the polite thing.
It's a door that doesn't close. It's the holy door. I love you, door. You're my friend. Yeah. Not like the other doors. No, no, no. They're bad. You're a good door. I love you. Right, let's move on.
Okay.
The doors are nice here. I'm happy now. Stanley is happy.
What? I may have questions, but I'm not gonna ask them. Right. Not always evil is a better term. Okay. Well, the last thing I saw before I left was that someone gave you a drop. What? It's definitely a game I haven't played. Yeah, that is exactly what I wanted to do. Because why wouldn't you have a power pole there? Stop doing that! A gene seed. That sounds ominous. I'm not sure I would want to trust you with making a gene seed, but that might just be me being prejudiced. I don't know. You're already connected, aren't you? So this one is going to be set to Silica. And I think I have to update the belts. Oh, then I'll trust you with it. I mean, I see no reason why you shouldn't be making a Primaris level Space Marine. That sounds absolutely fabulous. 2, 3... that's not the right position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that power pole going to cause issues with clipping? Yes, it is. Is that power pole necessary? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to heretically leave it around then. I'm doing okay-ish. Not a huge fan of the season, but there's not much we can do about that, other than accept the fact that it's turning dark and cold. Eventually it will turn light and warm again. How about yourself? One there and one there. And... oh. Bother. So far, I am actually genuinely very happy with Update 5. The few bugs that I've encountered, whereas the most critical one was, I don't know if they fixed that or not, but if you have trains on autopilot and you remove tracks so that they cannot path. I experienced a couple of crashes, like hard crashes to desktop due to that. But as soon as I just stopped all of the autopilots, I was able to get past that point. That's the only crash that I've experienced. With the all of the new stuff that they've given us, mostly quality of life updates, I would say that I'm content with that. How do I want to do this? And you're welcome, Krishafa. I want this to go up one level, which of course is not possible, because I did not mean to upgrade that lift. Because the minimum distance would be 2 levels. You can tentacle me a question anytime, Dicted. I suppose I could make some bizarre contraption here. So that's apparently the line we're looking at. That's a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm just continuing on the old game as well. But then again, I didn't really get that far on this save. I mean, everything here is just temporary stuff. Yeah, I think this is the correct level. Because... I need to check the height on the other thing. Yeah, that one can go... Yeah, okay. That's fine. One more. This probably has to be a level 3 belt now. In there. That goes... Wait. What? Did I... Yes, I did. Because it's not going to be supposed... It's not supposed to be a merger, it's supposed to be a splitter. I would also like interior stuff. Name changes on Twitch and YouTube. I think they are grossly overrated in terms of what people expect from them, because I don't think you're going to get any more traction by changing your name. There's just too many variables involved in terms of algorithm and crap like that. So I don't think the name, unless it is really offensive or something. You know me, Remethep. I can't... I might be the Lord of Tentacles, but that doesn't mean that I should lower my standards, right? Yeah. I might want this one to go that way, actually. Good evening, Mr. Maizena. And now... I don't think that's the correct position. It's definitely not your username, nor is it you. I can say that with a fairly high level of conviction. If you look at my YouTube channel, you take that as an example. I have still not reached 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and I've been going on with it for more than 4 years. all you have to do is be patient. You have to just keep pushing content and be patient. The Baron. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I deny all allegations. Heretic. Facts, he says. Facts. Death to the false clipping? Go on. I actually like the soft clearance, if that was what you were referring to. Gives so many nice options in regards to building things. I was looking at one little theory thing earlier. Let's see if I can quickly demonstrate. Because I was looking at, you have the basic wall, which I'm actually very happy that they have made both sides the same, even though I know many people miss the yeah. Yes. So several people have said that they miss the difference on this front side and back side of the wall, and I hope they add the old texture back for those that likes that. But so I was looking earlier at, can I make something look like a little bit more interesting using the new details? I was looking at the windows and these inverted wall ramps, and apparently can do some mildly interesting stuff with it. Get this to snap where I want it to snap. So I need there. Yeah, yeah, okay, so there was one little area there where it actually connected to where I wanted it to connect, but finding that again is not easy, so I'm going to remove that and try again. Go. You make things like this for a more interesting design look. If you think I am particular or peculiar when it comes to base building, you should try looking at yeah, the hexagonal, actually that's the one I was using when I tested it, because it looks pretty cool. And I do like the new hexagonal window. I really like that. I also really like the full frame window. But they need to add this to all windows. It's wrong that it's only added to that one. So, you should take a look at 10 out of 10 best template ever. Yep. Definitely. Good. DC1. He builds stunning stuff. Andrew builds stunning stuff, but I've noticed that he is not opposed to heresy. As in, he can do belts like this, which of course is heretical and should be purged by holy fire. But other than that, Andrew's got some pretty impressive builds. Then you have some, I think, Runestone Gaming, of course. I really need to go all the way up there. Wait. Yes, I do. I don't want to. Oh, Krashafa has also made some pretty impressive things. But you should probably listen to him and don't go inside of them then. Rune Sun space is pretty darn amazing. Cobalt space. Cobalt has the same density that I do. That things should not be crooked. Alright, Remetep, you have a very good night, and thank you so much for popping in. Did I? Oh, God, I did. And again, thank you so much for the raid. I did it wrong with that one as well, didn't I? I should probably build power over here. That is starting to annoy me. Yeah, that sounds like a similar bug to the one that I had with the trains. I would almost be willing to bet money on the fact that the error message said something about pathing. Okay. Need a Mark II. Come on. Wait, what? How? Oh, there we go. No? What the heck is going on there?
Not easy being green.
How does that belt become crooked? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, I think I know why now. I haven't built them at the correct angle, have I? I haven't. Here. Heresy. Good evening, Cobalt. Take those away. Mark 1 belt there. It should connect straight up now, shouldn't it? Yeah, it does. Now, is this going to be... How many of these am I actually producing now? I've clocked this one down. I don't need you anymore. Going to calculations. I know that I have enough quartz coming in with 600. I'm doing okay, thank you. My sleep, as per usual, is probably say less than ideal in terms of when I sleep and when I wake up. I mean, it's not something I'm not used to, you know? Oh no. I foresee certain issues with that lift. Certain major issues, actually. So we're going to have to modify that. Because that is an unacceptable issue. Mark II. Why isn't that Mark II? Go away. Be my hotbar. Now again I get this floor is too steep thing. Right. Okay. And then we need to go back to the one. Not entirely sure about that one is definitely not correct. And it's still not correct. Yeesh. That should be correct. I hope. These are producing 22.5 per minute, so a Mark III belt should do the trick. Are you white or yellow? Okay. Yeah, the Mark I belt here is not doing the job. This is a Mark II belt. No idea about it. But it's working. And I don't think we need more than 60 over here. Definitely not. And on this side here we need 8 times 6. I'm doing head, so that's 108. And we are producing 6, 7, 8. Are all of these clocked? So 72 in excess that goes here. Probably doesn't really need to be a Mark II belt. It's 12 above, but it's fine. Okay, I don't need one cable. I do need to clean up the inventory now. 2 of that. Or 10 of those. I don't need all of this plastic and rubber. Let's do this while I'm things.
Because I need 18 assemblers doing reinforced iron plate.
That was a weird clip. Short and sweet indeed. And very much to the point. Yep. People do click weird stuff. Very true. Can I... go. This thing containing that radio control units things. Yeah. There is probably a combination of those things involved. I've also had some clips that I've been looking at after streams and I'm just like, huh? Been really happy with the color there. Too much bother to go with this, especially when this is just temporary anyways. So what I need most of is this, actually. I definitely need more than that. Am I sending the silica anyways? All the way down there. Nab that. Do I really have to explain the same thing that I do keep having to explain to Wally about who defines heresy and not? Guys are cool. It's like trying to tell the Pope what he should consider heresy. Oh, the big one needs crystal oscillators. Interesting. Well, you could try to call the Vatican and tell them that you have some ideas about what is heresy. See how they reply. That should probably give you decent enough explanation of the issues. As in, since I am the Lord of Tentacles, I get to define the heresy. That is my prerogative. In the Imperium of Man, it's the God Emperor who gets to define the heresy. That's how it works there. Oh, that was a great example of how the path signals allowed two trains into the same block. That was a good one, Cobalt, thank you. Well, that's up to the that's up to that faith and religion to define Rickety Cat. I'm not going to meddle in other religions. None of my business anyways. I don't adhere to it anyways. Two seconds, please. Yes, indeed, that is a hassle, Cobalt. That was a nice laugh. So I did discover that you can actually use doors. The big doors. And they will open on behalf of vehicles. It's a bit of a pain to place them down, but I can show you guys. Let's turn off the self-driving and go reverse. I don't want to dock. One thing that I did discover with it, though, is that if you want to use the doors with trains, you really don't want the tracks to be on the middle of a foundation. You want them to be on the seam of a foundation. Because otherwise, you get some weird results. For the automated gates, the light has to go to the side where you want the thing to enter. Yeah, that is exactly where I wanted to place it, game. And you also have to be very specific about pointing at that side, because this apparently doesn't exist. No? No, I didn't see. I shall go have a look then. The doors will now, you see, they open, and when I drive forward, at a certain point they will close again, but you can probably see the reason for why I'm saying that. If you want to use doors with trains, you very likely do not want the train to be on the center of the foundation, because the train will clip into, not by much, but it will clip into that part there. And it looks kind of weird with the other door there, which would also enable you to fall out. If you're not into that kind of thing, as in falling down, which is one of my specialties, you probably don't want to... I'm gonna go to the plastic. And you can go park, and we can... Yeah, if I had the train track coming down the center here, it would look more natural to have the doors. Of course, it still wouldn't stop me from falling out, because I'm absolutely certain I would be able to do that anyway. The 1 meter walls aren't any worse than the 4 meter walls from a resource/entity perspective. Yeah, I think I was AFK at that point, but how is this not worse in terms of... I can see... Oh. Oh. I see. But how does that... Isn't that 4 entities? I mean, it's 4 times the cost of 1 wall, but I mean, who cares about concrete and iron plates? But that doesn't count as 4 entities. How... I'm assuming that Andrew have asked Coffee Stain Studios about this or something. I was looking at... Uh-huh. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Yeah, okay, I get it now. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yes, a tentacle, well then. You rebuilding everything? That's never happened before. That's an interesting thing there. Okay, what did I want to do here? I wanted to do... Okay, I miss smart. The butt spot you invite from the if you go to twitch.tv/buttspot, that's how you get the butt spot. It's explained there.
My nondescript facial appendages quiver with anticipation every time I see you.
Thank you so much for the raid, what you're doing. And welcome into the raiders as well. Perdón.
So how is everybody today?
Either this is one of those, Oh no, it's not. Something weird is going on there. SnowRunner, what's that? I have not heard about this. Yeah, it's one of those clips that doesn't really have any good explanation because someone probably just clicked clip. Okay, so this is something along the lines of what I was thinking here. But it isn't symmetrical. If it should be symmetrical, then I would have to move these one over. I'm not sure about this. It's as a Rune Sun calls it, Plubber factory. It's doing recycled plastic, recycled rubber. Down there would be the plastic, and up there would be the rubber. No, I have 20 of each up there and 20 of each up there, so I have 40 refineries of each. That depends on my mood, Krashafa. What we say? I suppose what I could do here is something like this. After removal. Well, the thing is, I don't know if I have enough room to make it symmetrical on the other side. Good evening, Lord Deviant. Nope. I keep forgetting that you can deselect something that is selected for deconstruction. I mean to remove that. So let's try 8. Okay. That's gonna clip, but very interesting. I'm going to use the 4-meter ones. I figured it was time for me to get all fancy as well, huh? I suppose I could make some kind of pattern with these, but is this sufficient for a train to drive through it? Yeah. Okay, that works. And this is where I definitely miss Smart, because I could build all of these in one click. I mean, I like souping, but I mean, it's far better to build each of these with one click rather than having to do 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clicks. That satisfying sound does get repetitive, though. I don't know if you've noticed. I have. And over here. Soup some kind of soda or something? Mostly for my amusement. Addicted. I mean, I'm fairly often amused when you start trolling. Can I... Can, but the game is going to be difficult with. Do you say Zoop with a Z? You talk about soup? Right. Not symmetrical, huh? Okay, that's fine. The sound of running with Blade Runners after they changed the sound effect for that is also very satisfying. Oh, I'm not worried at all. I also pick at Wally whenever I can, whenever I'm in his streams. But I'm glad to hear that I'm not the only one doing it. And there. And one there. And then we have one wall finished. Can I need to move that, of course. That back in. I actually prefer the anal retentive over OCD, since at least that doesn't make reference to an actual disorder. But it might just be me. Yep. That's why I prefer anal retentive. Oh, amount of iron. I hope everything goes well with the operation, Bobcat. Best of luck. And I hope you get some sleep as well. Imagine that even though if it is a routine thing, that you're probably a little bit... what's it called again? Apprehensive? No comment, Glass Deviant. Okay, so that's one wall. That looks interesting from a distance. Likewise, Cobalt. Well, the effect that is on glass that you can't see through because of distance is definitely much better than it used to be. Well, they haven't done that on the foundations. I don't know. Am I happy with this? Habe keine Ahnung.
Not all who wander are lost.
Thank you so much for the follow, Nether Dragon 101. I'm not sure if I want to go with that style for all of the floors. I mean, for the train station floor, having open windows doesn't look too bad, but I think that I would prefer to have something else on the floors that are not open. The factory, maybe the hexagonal windows or something. Floor coverings to cover the underneath. If you're worried about my computer, I'm not worried about that. The glass is going to be fine with that. The thing is whether or not it looks good or not. But I'm wondering if I should use the hex frame windows for the other floors. I was always intending to build... I was going to use the panel windows, but the hex frame windows just look better. Let's test it. Andrew can indeed. Since he's reached the object limit, what, 2, 3 times now? I should make some breaks. Like, instead of having one massive long glass wall, I should have some walls breaking things up. But then I need to know how many foundations with. And I should not count the end foundations. Hopefully we'll end up with a number that's divisible by either 3 or 4. It is. End up with 3. I don't think that's divisible by either 3. Prime number, isn't it? However, if I do count the outermost 2 foundations, it means that I have something that is divisible by 5. Means that every 9th wall. Thank you, Krishava. My brain is just concentrated right. How would that work? 9th. Down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I take away that. Like this as well. How the heck did I get 22 viewers at this hour?
My nondescript facial
Never mind.
appendages quiver with anticipation every time I see you.
Talk about timing of mentioning such a question. Welcome in, Ogrim. Og. Why can't I say Ogrimscar? My brain isn't working today. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid.
Not all who
And thank you so
wander
much for
are
the follow,
lost.
Torin. Hard Space Shipbreaker.
Wow.
I was walking and then just it slammed into my head.
Wow.
No, I believe the word you're looking for is ka-chow.
Kapow.
Come on, Dova, let's hear your Owen Wilson. That is a dolphin, but close enough. We'll get there.
It's got the nose.
Did you
It's
just compare Owen Wilson's nose to a dolphin?
Yes, bottle nose.
He's not a bottlenose, he's got a broken nose. He just never got it fixed.
Your face is a broken nose. Got him.
I like the tentacle thing you were running around with. Go away, Wally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. No, it's not going to be symmetrical. Yes, but my interpretation of it is better. Gotta give me that. If I want this to be symmetrical with the other side, I actually have to move this entire train track, which is not happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Why aren't you? Okay. Apparently, that window does not exist. Is that because there is no window there? There is a window there. So why do I not get, whatever. 15, 16, 17. Would be this then. I have all kinds of work. Redeems. Do now. Give power. This song reminds me of Minecraft. No, it would actually be perfect to have it looking like it does over there, having the train coming in a little more spaces that way. So, Cobalt, do you recognize the face of action paralysis when you see one? How is your stream, Og? Yes, let's do that. That's a great idea, Wally. No. No, you wouldn't have, would you? Let's connect this thing up while my action paralysis, or analysis paralysis, I guess, is more appropriate here. Cool. And then the rubber, not coming. There. Oh. There may be differing opinions on that, but I don't like ruining people's wait. Hold on one moment here. I have done something wrong here. Haven't I? Yes. Yes, I have. I've connected... One is rubber. One is plastic. Have I connected anything to that platform at all? I've connected rubber. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Why is there... Didn't I... What on earth have I done here? Oh, right, okay. Mind... You? And we want to have you spend a tentacle of time being indecisive, but once you decide, it takes tentacle while to build tentacle. Hence your low estimate. Yes. Yes, it's his thing to do here. Central button. Is that really centered? This one is crooked. That's probably more in line with what I had in mind here. Getting both plastic from a ball into one belt. And then I need to do the same with the rubber. Because I've done that here. Now it's correct. I really need to do something about what it looks like on that side. Ah, le grand sigh. Here the rubber is connecting up as it should do, and then it goes down into the station. And I need to do the same upstairs. But before I do that, I need to go to the bathroom. What I really want. What I really, really want. I really, really want to put it there. Be right back. I decided to go with a multiple combination redemption thing there. I think I'm going to have a talk with this AI software and tell it that Liv is not something that should be filtered out. I don't think he's happy with that. And Gizmo drooled all over me. As per usual. Which is why I had to go away again, because I needed to wash my hands, because I was full of Gizmo drool. Yeah, it's actually filtering it out, now that you mention it, funnily enough. Ponytail. Hi there, Mudkip. I just couldn't be bothered doing the hair or whatever. Okay, let's do a shout out while I do my leg workout.
And now we should get it seems to be 2D Blender. Seems to be 2D. Well, it works in Windows? Well, I'm running the Windows OS.
Confused, Mudkip.
Strange. Hold on, let me control R my Discord.
Yeah, I got into the habit of sorting through the clips before. I had to sort through a lot of it. Oh, I'm not. It's just random.
Destroyed my computer yet. I have pushed this thing to the max, and it's still humming away. Oh no 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 you don't. I've seen this trick before.
What trick? I think you need to add wall in front of it, Wally. Indeed, you do have. Oh. Depends how
I didn't say that. I wouldn't agree. Or I would not. Jeez, oh, Pete.
Wise words by Wally. I'm amused by your clip there, starting with how you had pushed your computer to the limits, Corin. Which leads me to what has Andrew done to his computer then? Ah. Still. There is no rig in the world that is high-end enough to being able to play the game on Andrew's save game and stream it. Okay, that's enough for the leg. Bloodspot is really on a what's it called? Yeah, something. Roll. That was the word I was looking for. Again, I blame brain not working. And I'm not saying today because that will just make Wally troll me again. Not exactly. Wally would probably put up a similar sign in his base using my name. Like a thunderous fart. How poetic. Yes. And the sign would say the same, only replace Corrin with Calador. I put down the wrong thing, didn't I? No, I didn't. The lift is going the wrong way. That's silly. How? Oh. No. The lift is going the correct way, it's just me who is being silly. But that is anything new. What is the game trying to do there? I like this. This is almost bordering on creative art. Although it does make me suspect that you are able to connect belts directly to those elevator holes if you have a sufficiently correct angle. That is not exactly what I wanted to do, but sure. Are you saying that you would rather watch football than people playing Satisfactory, Goran? Isn't that heresy? Okay, so I need to do something about that thing over here. If I go a further 9 from that, like, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Not all who wander are lost.
Thank you so much for the follow, Dakils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I do that. Don't take me that literal, Goran. Then again, you're not used to me trolling my viewers, so I guess I have to excuse you for that. Why does it have to move my monitor? I need some device underneath the monitor that keeps it at the height it's supposed to be, because every time I try to move the camera, the monitor just slides happily down on the... Good timing. Okay, so if I, which I really don't want to, move the entrance here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which means this should be walls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, that one is not correctly. Oh, wait, I need to put this thing there first. Then remove that. How many is left between there? Come on, 1, 2, 3.
Not all
four,
who wander are
5,
lost.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Watch for the follow dead frag. 2012. So 7, 7, 12. When I fall down like that, I sometimes empathize with why you have floating power cables or connections everywhere, even in mid-air, Cobalt. Why not? Why not, Glass? I suppose. She did say that on stream as well when she was giving out the extended hypertube lesson the other day. I like this concept of less or occasionally prone to causing death. Are you into Warhammer, by the way, Corin? Here goes the monitor again, I suppose. Oh, it's already gone. So, if I say Korn, Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Slanesh, you would at least have some idea of what I'm talking about? You've never even played it. Well... Okay, you would not have any idea. Okay, so those are the 4 Chaos Gods. Whenever Cobalt mentions your name in her stream, she pronounces it like I would pronounce corn. So, or it sounds like that to me. Then again, we all know that my brain doesn't work like expected, and sadly there's no extended warranty for brains, so... But the first time she was, or the first times she was referring to you in regards to that sign, I was like, why is she talking about corn? And what does Corn have to do with her hypertube network? Until I finally saw the sign. I would never proselytize. Well, I would have, but my parents didn't. Blame them. Why am I doing this? Alright, because I'm anal retentive. Let's stop. Yeah, that was what caused that weird effect when I did it. Aha. They just blend together really well. Why you do this game? I need to drag that one further then. How I wish they would do a simple and easy. Oh, this is not same. Like when you place a signal, it would be so helpful if you could just use the mouse wheel, not mouse wheel, to just flip it around on the track. But no, that would be too complicated. What are the better mispronunciations you've heard so far, Coron? I've been known to be mistaken for a Mexican president named Calderon. And of course you have the ones who pronounce my name as Kaldorn, which made someone make a meme using Kale and Michael Dorn. So I have been memeified. You purge the memory of the bad pronunciations. Thankfully, Wooly. Thankfully. Should I? I should. Go away. A script in your stream. This is getting better and better. Why was that new? Ah, those things are probably here. So, big pillar support. Yeah, okay. The thing is, the big pillar support is now going to snap to the foundation instead of the rail, and I want it to snap to the... Why would I want to build a big pillar that way? I mean, I'm not complaining about it. It might look interesting, but... So, what I want to do then is this. Mildly annoying. Okay, it has the same width as a whole foundation then, so I should not have it. Yes, it would be there. Calidorn? There is? I have no idea if that's going to look good or not. I suspect it's going to look messy. As in, I'm going to have a bunch of them. Try it though. I've never even heard of the Mutani. Okay, the reflection of the handheld device thing in the glass over at the right there is kind of freaky. It popped up during the Clone Wars series. That would explain why I haven't heard of it. And I don't think I'm gonna go with that because I don't want pillars everywhere in my landscape. I'll figure out something eventually, but not this. I don't really want to have the foundations either, but for now they will serve the purpose. The old middle pillars? I never used the pillars because the metal pillars used to have that J.J. Abrams style lens flare whenever you looked at them, so it hurt my eyes. They have removed that now in Update 5 though, so now I would be able to use the metal pillars, but since I haven't used them, I'm not sure what you are referring to. Milla Pilla. And hello there, JD. Guess that's an autosave. Let's have a JD clip. JD clip. JD.
What's the point of that? Okay, that's it.
Oh.
Quick. Efficient.
Did you die?
I like the side there.
Can I have some ammo? You're not the piercing type. Yeah, that type.
Well, I needed to get it.
Oh.
Well, whoops. Oh no, all the mines. Oh no. How much do you not like me right now?
Oh, right. Well, Doesn't most of your clips involve you dying in some horrible way in Factorio, JD? It seems to be a theme, at least. Let's see here. Want to remove that tree. And we want to remove that tree. And probably lots of vegetation around them. And where is the signal? The signal is there. Factorio explosions are very satisfying, you do have a point there. But I wouldn't say they're exactly satisfactory. Everyone fainted from the groanings. Wally, you are infecting me with bad puns. You just have to have enough nobelisks, Corin. Who did that? Was it Josh, as in Let's Game It Out, or was it the Spiffing Brit? Someone who made like a massive... crashed their computer, obviously. I don't even know how many nobelisks that was. Yes, you, infidel. Was that typo intentional, Glass? Now, I don't remember the distance to an S-bend. I'm gonna go with... how many is this? 12. I'm gonna go with 8. Yeah, that works. Ah, now I got it. Please allow high latency time for Caledon's brain today. On account of Caledon being more confused than usual. I'm going to deconstruct the walls downstairs. Well, Wally would probably argue that that applies to me as well, Spano. Also, welcome to the Satisfactory stream. Thoughts? Wait, I'm allowed to build... That's new. Can move that block signal to there, which is probably a good idea. That sounds like something Ada would say. They make pills for what now? I suppose this is me starting over-ish, since I started over this spring, because I didn't want to finish or continue in my Dune Desert build. In something... Yeah. They make pills for brain latency? Interesting. Do they involve caffeine? I don't know if I really want those there. I think that looks kind of cute, but... train clip. Actually, it doesn't. Interesting. I guess I'll keep it like that then, because that means that I won't fall down. Well, I will probably fall down anyways, but... Welcome back, JD. There is something fishy about this stretch of rail. Better. The new mattress delivered. Oh, that clip? It might. No, it doesn't. Well, I guess we have one wall done then, or ish done, done-ish. That said, I am kind of a fan of the thing that Cobalt so helpfully taught me. This idea here, because it does look kind of more like... Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Cobalt. And by extension, thank you, Andrew. That does look better. I guess I can continue to have that style on the because that will make it look like as if there is some kind of pillar going on those 4 spots. A purely flat wall would be very boring, but if you really want a purely flat wall, all you have to do is do a concrete foundation, and there you have a flat wall. It doesn't look good, but I don't know if you can paint it either. Nah. Well, you can, but it doesn't really take the color, does it? I painted one of the foundations up there now. Mold inside a mattress just 6 months later. That does not sound very fortunate. Isn't that like covered by warranty or something? I'm gonna go with that style there. I think I'm happy with... Well, I'm not...
My nondescript facial appendages quiver with anticipation every time I see you.
Thank you so much for the raid, Alpine Train, and welcome.
What's Gucci, bro?
Yeah, bro.
What's Gucci, bro?
I'm trying to chill.
Oh, lights again on. Front door just slammed shut.
You're out of 10. Oh shit!
Door's locked.
The door. Oh shit!
Yo.
We can't! Oh shit!
Oh my god. I saw him die.
That was serious screaming going on there. To the extent that I actually had to lower the volume slider. So what was thinking? Your mic filtered out most of it, yes. Mold is not covered. Nice. What's that look? How is the stream, by the way, Alpine Train? And welcome to the Raiders as well. I don't know. Two signs done and almost made military. That's how. I was going to ask if you started the save today, but I'm desperately trying to remember how long it usually takes to go to science. The only thing I do remember is that. Okay, yeah, right. The one thing that I do remember is that every time Catherine has blue science, it is somewhat of a celebration, and it is very, very important to follow the first blue science down the belt. I mean, priorities and everything. So okay, snow. What's are here? Seems fine. I wish you the best of luck making a base without foundations, Edit. I mean, the only time I can see the foundation cost being an issue is at the very, very beginning, when you're starved for those specific resources, but at the point where I am at now, I really could not care less. Turn on blue science, click research. If bar doesn't move, then worry about it. Yes. Oh, the concrete foundations doesn't really look good. I guess the coated ones is acceptable though. My favorite ones are the glass ones, as always. Yeah, when you do multiplayer, then definitely that changes things. We do have a community server running, my Discord server. Well, the community server is not running on the Discord server, that would be awkward. It's running in the computer out in the hallway, but there is instructions for how to... Well, actually the instruction isn't working at the moment because that web server isn't functional. Well, the web server is functional, but I haven't configured it yet. That became a long chain of thoughts. Pun intended. Anyways, we do have a community server running. And the spaghetti there is glorious. I should log on to the server and show you. But I was doing. That is something. What was I doing? Oh, I was looking at the foundations. Yeah, the grip metal ones, I like those. Style. Gives a nice 4x4 grid as well. The thing that I'm worried about though is whether or not they are going to add... Would be a bit of a pain if they added silica to the glass foundations. But I can live with the steel beams. That's fine. And so I should have a look, actually. I'm fairly impressed at the You are not connected to the server. No, that's why I clicked connect. I haven't been in here for a couple of days. I wonder what it looks like now. Optimizing indoctrination. Yep. That's a bus. Alright. Oh. Rubber banding? Oh. This is glorious spaghetti. This is truly glorious spaghetti. This goes everywhere. However, I will say that for a multiplayer server, this is actually quite tidy compared... Ooh, that. It's quite tidy to what I would expect from a multiplayer environment with several players online. Someone make a bolt. Indeed. I like this. I'm not sure why they didn't just build this lift all the way up and then connected it to the thing, but... or the opposite way around. But it works. I need to canonize the tubes. Pun intended. Some serious foundations going on out there. My sound saber seems to have disappeared randomly. I like this contraption. Oh, Y-joints on tubes. That would be actually really, really nice. Or tentacle joints. This contraption is great. Where is this going? I've never actually played in the southern grasslands. Oh dear. This is like a monument to tentacles. Not just like a monument. This is a monument to tentacles. This is amazing. Aha. Here's a slight error. Never build a tube with fluid, or a pipe with fluid going up. Always build them so they're going down, or on the same level. So it's right down there, but this has a flaw. I do like the interesting bendy curves on the coal belts, though. This is fabulous. It's for cool, apparently. I used to live by that, or I used to have that attitude, but update 4 taught me that no, it will not be fine. I think there's some cars over here. Also, mildly amused by the choice of colors here. Like, this yellow is very bright. What rotors would probably approve though, since this does look very banana yellow. Technically, yeah, you are technically correct, but then again, game logic. Take that, whoever you are. Better a bright yellow than a dumb yellow. I'm not a huge fan of buses when they are very high, but in a multiplayer environment, my attitude towards how things look is very much IDGAF. Okay, Cobalt. Nice seeing you, and have a very evening. And see you again soon. Need to figure out what the heck they're doing out here. Something. This is a truck stop, isn't it? Aha, sulfur. Right, yeah, okay, there's a sulfur node on top of that.
Not all who wander are lost.
PC1. Welcome. I'm just poking around on the community server, looking at serious spaghetti. Yeah, we can go through that. There's a cave there? That doesn't happen in single player. When you drive on a monster, you usually just continue. Thank you so much for popping in, though, and thank you for the follow. And I will see you soon. And oh, by the way, probably already left, but you guys should definitely check out DC1's stuff. He built some really amazing stuff.
Little bird say a certain Dex has taken an interest in him. You checking to see if
Oh my god!
anything as another fixer?
She just appeared!
But not too wise.
Used to be immediate.
What the fuck just happened? Did she just teleport to me?
But I'll give you a point for perceptiveness.
Why you stop?
Never stopped, really. Information is a weapon beam. I just traded in for a larger caliber.
That is an interesting bug. Then again, that game is
Bye, V.
bugged.
Remember, the media lies.
Oh my god! So, that's fucking hilarious.
Where did the...
I'm on the phone to somebody. They teleported to my location. That needs to be clipped. We need to clip that. Here we go.
Shout out, no problem at all. Very well deserved as well. Can I jump down there with the car? I can. I don't think I want to explore. How much have they explored? Even someone online. Secondary base, beacon, oil products, coal plant. Oh no. That's a good point, JD. That's a good point. I don't think I would take very much damage from jumping down that little ledge. Oil plant. Yeah, we can go to we can go out to the oil plant. We have to drive through this. Some damage. Thankfully, the oil plant is... They need to build hypertubes. Areas. I need to get down to the path. It'll be here somewhere. Last time I was in here, the oil plant only made fuel and nothing more. That is a weird feeling when you're driving around in Satisfactory and suddenly someone else is driving towards you. Kind of one of those things you do not expect usually. In this way. This is a very curious path. Have a nice nap, rest then, Glass, and see you again soon. Aren't we like down in the quartz area now? Yeah, we are. This is the cave where I have the quartz running belts through that I upgraded earlier in the stream. Have they killed the spiders in here? Welcome in, Music Man Stone. What's the issues that you've been having? Yeah, I was kind of following the path and not the path of the vehicles and not the actual way out to the oil. But this is definitely new. Okay, there's a secondary base here. Let's go down to the oil. Beams. As in the I have to get out of the car. As in these ones. Thankfully I'm not using those much at the moment. Yeah, why leave room for a car to drive underneath the belts? That would be silly. Here's another thing that I haven't seen. A large spitter here, but they seem to have killed. No, he's here. I heard him. And it should be safe to drive over the water around here. Aha! Thank you, that's useful information. This is slightly more messy than I would build it personally. But as long as it works. Again, multiplayer environment. All of my standards just goes away. Some way I can get a view of this. Well, if I was building myself, well, nice try, Wally. You wouldn't find belts like this in my builds, nor would you find slanted splitters and mergers, but whenever I see these kinds of builds being made by others, I'm always intrigued by how... because it doesn't look bad. It's not like this is like, oh my god, this is so horrible to look at. It does give some very different aspects of how you can build things. Now that is heretical. That's definitely heretical. Here the pipes are right though. They are going down into the machines. How much power are they producing in here now? Do I have a power pole somewhere? $50, consuming 903. So not that much coming from fuel currently, because the coal power plant should be producing 1200. But aren't you like playing on your own? So why would you lower your standards of building things correct angled when you don't have anyone to blame now, remember? You did a temporary thing that I would have enjoyed. What did the assemblers do to you to get you pissed off? You can always do this, as JD points out. Connection to lifts connected to splitters. You had issues with that?
My nondescript facial appendages quiver with anticipation every time I see you.
Welcome in, Sniper Chris, and thank you so much for the raid. And welcome to the raiders as well. 2 seconds. I'm just showing off the dedicated server multiplayer that we have going in our community, which is gloriously spaghetti. Well, the blender does come later on, so you have to package and unpackage if you don't have the blender unlocked. Oop.
Just
Gonna
took
log
out a
out.
load of the bottom end fans. I'm not sure if that's working or not, but obviously that's with it off and me talking, and that's with it on and me talking. So you can definitely see that a lot of the fan noise that's in the lower end is dissipated.
How was Valheim, was it? Probably an older clip. How was the stream? Okay, back here. With more. You have been wrestling with some particularly stubborn conveyor lifts. Yes, I know the feeling. There was one thing that I wanted to test though, speaking of conveyor lifts.
Not all who wander are lost.
Thank you so much for the follow, Lolsacopter. I thought you already followed, but Twitch probably unfollowed you since I haven't been around most of the summer. See.
Not all who wander are lost.
And thank you for the follow, Music Man as well. Can you... No, you cannot. Well, if I connected a lift to it underneath... I can't do that there, though. No, I've noticed. I assumed that was part of your issue. I have questions. Also, I am very certain you have been in my chat before, so first time chat from viewer, Twitch is being twitchy again. Then again, I might misremember, and because I mean we have interacted in Cobalt, Andrews, and so forth. I want this belt as well. I'm very intrigued by how it is, like the edges of the belt there with the lights indicate that since this is a Mark 1 belt, the lights there beneath the icon is like it would be on a tier 2 belt, so there's obviously very many of those lights being joined together into those 2 lights there. If I do this, connect... Nope, it will still do the same thing. This is highly amusing. Thank you so much for popping in, DC1, and it is flipping the other way, now that you mention it. And you go lie down, addicted to capping, and I hope you feel better soon. I I just assume that you're on antibiotics based on what you mentioned earlier. Well, this is very amusing. I'm not allowed to connect the belt, but if I were, it is doing something bizarre here as well. Those two X shapes there, which change. Yeah, it's trying to flip, like trying to bend, like belt, and then it's like trying to bend for itself. Highly amusing. That place too. That might be attempt. I doubt it's going to allow me to do so. Yeah, I'm not allowed to connect anything to it unless there is a lift connected on the. Yeah, no, I'm not allowed to do anything. Oh well. I suspect it's a bug. They just need to remove the ability for a belt to snap to one of those holes. What else did I... Oh, yeah, that was something that I needed to do. I mean, I probably need to beautify this building, but I think I'm going to play around with it off stream. Just to figure out what the heck I am going to do. But I'm definitely onto something. Maybe if I make the middle larger section there into some other kind of windows? I don't know. I'll see. You almost had your perfect belt setup, yep. I believe you. I should probably break down. Where is that train? Now this is probably not a good idea, because it does work. It doesn't. Backwards. For this station setup here, I really have to change this, because 4 stations where I'm going to pick up ore and no kind of stacking for the trains coming in, that's going to be a recipe for disaster in terms of ending up with a very congested train line both sides here. So what I need to do is to make a split somewhere along the track that splits the trains going into the station area. But when I'm having 4 different as long as I'm not using the conditions. Have you seen the new train condition things, JD? They've added like logics like you have in Factorio, finally. You can set it up that you can have various things that would only unload only freight wagon for wait for X seconds, stuff like that. Now we just need logic circuits. So what did you do up there, Wally? Built a miner. This should be for deuterium, yes, and that should be pure. Ah, the headset is annoying. Ed. What's that? Yeah. I remember. Even though it's a long time ago, I actually remember that. Now this thing, he's gonna run away when I throw the Novelist. This is sulfur. Not fast enough indeed. Ew. And down there is the coal nodes that I'm no longer using. Should pick up. Otherwise, I'll probably end up crashing into it. Okay. That platform down there, that was for a station for the nodes down there, I think. Because that is strictly not necessary. That. That deuterium? Interesting. If you don't like falling from great heights, look away, please. And it's safe to look again. I have no idea how I'm going to... That's Wooly, by the way, for anyone who's wondering. Yeah, the flailing. I'm only currently using the sulfur station for making black powder. But what I'm thinking with this station here is that it might be a good idea to actually separate it into two different station areas, so that I have two stations on one area and two stations on another area. Signals kind of complicated this a bit. Or, that is another thing I could do. I could build the stations on top of one another, as in have another layer of stations on top of this, which would enable me to have stackers multi-layered. That could be cool. It would definitely be something different. And if I use the two outermost stations there as the platform area, then I can have stackers in the area where these two stations take up space. I think I'll go with that, actually. Gives me something different. And again, we're back to the building vertically. And that is one thing that I wish they had done in this update. Have they? I mean, I saw some... Didn't Jace in one of the dev streams... I'm losing frames for some... I seem to recall that Jace in one of the dev streams was talking about how we should be able to connect belts to the ceiling. I mean, we can connect pipes and we can connect hypertubes to the ceiling, so why not belts? Why couldn't this like connect up there and just be, or even better, have a stackable conveyor pole upside down? Because this door is really unnecessary. Well, yeah, that's yeah. That thing goes straight through. Do I really care about that? Not really. It's not clipping as. Why? Oh. My face trying to process what just happened. It's not the face that's doing the processing though. It's what is inside here, and that is slightly dysfunctional today. More so than usual, yes, Wally? Already covered. Too late. Yeah, that's the train that's standing out there. I'm not sure, really. Have to be here. How would I... Okay, I'm going to have to experiment with a couple of things off stream before I actually do it on stream, because I don't want to spend 2 hours on stream trying to figure out how to get the trains to go up and straight forward, and it's still good. So I really need this thing stationary, because one of the things that I want to do, let's slap down. Rather, one of the things that I need to attend to. What was that? Oh, it was another train. I was very close to a train collision. This area here. Is this the one? Steel. Black powder? Oh, unload. Copper? Okay. But not here then. Next one. This area here. Is what I want to do something about. I want to do something about this. Because the facility that I have down here, all of this is just for that one manufacturer there where we're making the Borg cubes, also known as heavy modular frames, and I want to change this area into just being miners. There are 3 nodes here. third one is... yeah, it's there. So I want this to be either a pickup point for ore or a pickup point for ingots. Probably the latter. Not sure why I've made 2 platforms there. I don't think that is necessary. I think it's only necessary with 1 platform. And then move the entire production line that is going on down here, except for the smelters, obviously, and move it somewhere else. Because that is one of the things that I want to achieve with this specific factory. It is to have a train-based logistics network where I transport things to nodes or outposts that make various items. I'm not sure how complicated I want to make it. Like, if I'm going to have one place for iron rods, one place for iron plates, and so forth, all the way up to the high-end products. Or if I'm just going to transport the ingots that I need and have, for instance, one place dedicated to heavy modular frames with the entire production line that is necessary for that. It's probably the latter that I'm going to go for, otherwise it's get very complicated. And a lot of trains. I don't mind a lot of trains, but as a matter of fact, I want to have as many trains as I can. Still, there is also some kind of sensibility to it. I had the coal plant up there, but I've since removed it when I moved to the fuel generators. I just tore the entire thing down, because that means I can use the coal for steel instead. Why waste the coal on power when I have fuel power? Eventually, probably, maybe, someday, God knows when, but we'll move over to nuclear power. But I think that I'm going to have to go get food. Someone to raid. Let's have a quick look at who is online. Life in color. What? No. No! Oh, thank you, Firefox. I do not want my, Firefox to be green. I should try to get some food and probably get some sleep. It's not just like, it is 3:40 AM. Oh, yeah, well, what I mean is that I want to use my coal for other things than power generation, because coal going into power generation is wasted, quotation mark. Isn't, since power is important, but you can get enough power from all other kinds of things, like oil, and eventually nuclear. And we are going to go nuclear. Let's raid Room Sun, shall we? Seems to have started 11 minutes ago. So, yeah. Room Sun is a great target to raid then, because he's going to go on for several hours. So, thank you so much everyone for staying here and for the raids and follows and hanging out. And I hope to see you again in another stream. I have no schedule currently, because my sleep is imperially borked. But that's how it is just now. So, have a great time zone everyone, and see you all next time.